Hello friends, I am Chandra and welcome back to our web development tutorial. This is our day 3 and today also we will be continuing with some of the more HTML tags. Now in our previous session we have covered some basic but important tags like paragraph tag, div tag, and also learned about block and inline elements. Now today, before moving further, let me remind you that still if you are using your simple text editor, then please switch to the advanced text editor, as it will be very helpful for coding as well as for debugging the code. So let's start. So today's our contents are list tags, HTML comments, code tag, strike tag, superscript tag, subscript tag, address tag, and pre tag. Now out of this, these are the small tags, and pre tag is somewhat explanatory, but the most important is the list tags, and I will also show how to put the comments, HTML comments. Now comments are necessary in your code for you as well as for someone who looks at your code. Now the comments will never be shown in your HTML page. It is just for your help, like whenever again you want to refer your code, then what this code is for written, what this line is written for. So now let's move to our tags. First is our HTML list tags. Now list tags are used for listing the elements, as like you can see here. Now we can create two type of list tags, namely ordered list tag and unordered list tag. The difference between both is that ordered list tags uses different type of numbers for listing, whereas unordered list tag uses different type of bullets or symbols for listing. Now we can see that unordered list tag offers 4 list style type: disk, circle, square, and none. Similarly, ordered list also supports 5 types of numbering: normal 1, then your capitalized alphabets, your small alphabets, then Roman 1 in capital font, and small Roman 1. Okay, now let's look at the implementation part of this. Now open your text editor and write down this code. Okay, here either you can edit the previous files or you can create a new file. It's all up to you. Now after writing this code, save the file and double click on your file and check the result. We will see this page. Now this is our unordered list and this is our ordered list. Now you can see in unordered list we have the bullets as a listing, while in the ordered list we have numbering. Now let's go back to our code and understand the code. So here in first line we have our remember these things are not changed in the almost entire HTML class. We will not change this thing. If there is any changes, then I will explain. So the first is our h2 tag. This is our heading, as we seen in our previous class. Then starts our list. You see ul tag and ol tag. Ul tag is for unordered list and ol tag is for ordered list. Now inside this list there is an li tag which says that this is the list elements. In ordered list also we have the li elements inside. So it's the parent element which tells whether the inside list elements will be bullets or number. So when it is ul, then the inside list tags will have bullets, and if it is ol, then inside list tags will have numbering. So this is the basic unordered and ordered. Now go back to your code and edit the code in this way. Now in this code we have 4 lists, and all these 4 lists are of unordered type. You can see ul, and again ul. But the difference is between how this is styled. Now first let's look at the output and then I will explain. So this is how our now unordered list looks. See, the first one is the black dots, then we have empty dots or circle, then we have square, and then here it is empty. Now let's go back and understand the code. Now see, whenever you do not mention any of this style, then by default it's create this one, that is your bullet points with this style. This is known as the disk. Now the little empty bullets are known as the circle, and these are squares and these are none. As you can see, circle, square and none. Now you may be wondering what exactly is this line. Okay, so this is a new concept. Every tags or almost all tags have some attributes. Now attributes are the name value pair which we will discuss in details in later chapter. But here I will say that in style attribute we have this name value. List style type is disk. So here this is your property, that list style type, and disk is the value. Now property of list style type can have 4 values: disk, circle, square or none. So these are the 4 variations of unordered list. Now similarly we have 5 variations for ordered list. First let's check the output. This is how your ordered list looks like. First is the normal numbering, then we have capitalized alphabet, then we have small alphabets, then we have capital Roman numbers, and then we have smaller Roman numbers. So now let's check the code. You see we have all OL, that is ordered list. Now here in the previous UL we have the attributes as style, and these are the property and values. But in the OL we have this attribute, that is type is your name and 1 is the value. Now for type we can have 5 values, either 1, capital A, small a, capital I or small I. This one, as you know, is the numbers. These are capitalized alphabet for small alphabet, for capital Roman numbers and small Roman numbers. So these two are the variations of unordered and ordered list. Now again, if you are worried about this one and in unordered you are worried about this one, then please do not worry. I will cover this thing in detail. Just remember that these are the attributes, and almost all HTML elements have attributes, and these attributes either provides a more information to the tags, or sometimes in some tags it is mandatory, but we will cover this in later chapters. So now after list tags, let's see some small tags. These tags are not very frequently used, but it's good to know these tags. So now before tag, let's see the HTML comments. So in HTML we put comments this way. In angular brackets we give exclamatory, then double dash, and then your comment, and then again close this with double dash and angular bracket. See, giving comment or having comment is a very good habit, because it is useful for you as well as the others, and this comment will not be shown anywhere in your web page. It is just for your understanding. Now see one line here, this is not a valid comment, and the reason is because we have a space between our angular bracket and exclamatory. So please keep in mind that you have to give the proper tags. Now you see the body and HTML have turned into red color. Now this is because we have written a wrong tag here. Now this will not produce any error, but still it is not a good thing, and it will only be seen when you use your advanced text editor, because in normal text editor you won't be able to see these colors. Now this is a comment tag only. Suppose you have missed some closing p tag or some closing tags, then you can see color change and you can check that where something is missing. So now let's look at the tags. Okay, first see, suppose I want this line, I want more spaces before this. Now before this I have given 3 spaces, but let's check the output. You see there are no spaces. Though I have given 3 spaces, this is only 1 space, because HTML ignores all white spaces. So what I can do is I can use NBSP. So NBSP is actually an non-breaking space, and these things are known as HTML entities. Now then we have some tags like code, strike, superscript, subscript, strike, address and abbreviation. Let's check the output. Now this is what something like this. See, this is an HTML tag. This was written in a code tag, and you can see that this thing looks like your code. So whenever you want to show the code, then we can show in this way. Then this is the striked element, this is the superscript, this is the subscript, Again this is the striked element. Now this is the address. You see the font and styling for the address tag. Now here we used an abbreviation tag. Now whenever you hover to HTML, you will get this pop-up with the full form. Now lastly we have the pre-tag. Now you can see here I have created two divisions. First let's check the result. Now it looked like something. Now you see before this horizontal line and after this horizontal line, both the outputs are same except the font style. Now let's go back to the code. Okay, let me tell, this horizontal line is also a use of one tag, that is the HR tag. This is used to give the horizontal lines. Now about the code, you see this thing and this, the contents are same but the style of writing, now this is written with the use of many tags like BR tag, NBSP, entity, again BR tag, and this is because we want something like this styling with some spaces, then new line character and all this. Now suppose to do this you have to do some hectic task, but this can be easily done with a pre-tag. What pre-tag does is, whatever you write between the pre-tag will be displayed as it is written, like enter with spaces. You do not have to use any other break or space entities. So this is the use of pre. Here pre-tag means preserving the things. So you can see preserve your white spaces and enters. Now you may be wondering that why I have not indented it with the pre-tag, as I always indent the things. So let's try to indent it. Here I have indented it with the pre-tag, and now let's check the output. Now you can see this white space. This is because we have a white space here. As I said that pre-tag always preserve all the things written between this, so this is consider this as tabs or white spaces, and so our output comes with these spaces. So this is the use of pre-tag, and with this we come to the end of our today's lesson. So in today we have learned many HTML tags like list tags, which was the most important, and then many small tags and this pre-tag. Please try this pre-tag in your browser and check the result yourself. So in next class also we will continue with the HTML tags and cover some more tags. Thank you, and if you have any doubt please leave in the comment section. Thank you.